Suleiman Rahim here, Blessing the Covenant, break of seven seals. Brothers and sisters, this is rather a lengthy broadcast, but I'm going to keep it short, and maybe I'll do the extended one tomorrow. It's late. I spend a lot of time today preparing for this. So I'm going to get a short version, and perhaps tomorrow I'll get a long version. I just remember I forgot a couple of things. So anyway, it's not that much of an issue. Now, when you see the abomination, right? Therefore, you see the abomination of desolation, which was spoken of through Daniel the prophet, then in a holy place, let the reader understand. See, the thing is, brothers and sisters, this is happening right before our eyes. But the only one calling it is myself. And it's clear. But they can't call it because it's suicide. They can't call it because it'll be suicide for them. Because they have to, once they identify the abomination of desolation, right? That means it shouldn't be there. It's in a holy place. They can't even call the genocide genocide. They call the people in Gaza terrorists. Well, they're freedom fighters. It's just, see, so they're lying because they're desperate. See, when you're lying, that means you're losing. So I think mathematically, bro, if you're winning, you tell the truth. You don't tell a lie. If you're winning, tell a lie when you're losing. That's defensive mode. You're losing. See? So you have to lie. Distort the truth. If you're winning, just tell the truth. If you're telling the truth, if you win, you tell the truth. Right? Move on, brothers and sisters. Fear is about to grip the world, especially European countries, and particularly America. It's going to grip it. It'll be under great fear, intense fear like you can't even imagine. Oh, fear is coming. The blood will be high as horses' brow, it says. Fear. Fear is about to grip America. It will not let go. It will not let go until it's totally destroyed. Fear is about to grip America. Great fear, tremendous fear, unimaginable fear, and it will not rest. Will not rest. And many of you will be witnesses to it. Fear. Okay, brothers and sisters, this is not actually what I didn't change this, but it doesn't matter. What I'm going to talk about is things happening. I'm going to give a little context to it. But I was watching this YouTube, and this Arab commentator, right? He was a guest on the show, right? And they always try to get around our situation. They always try to talk around it. Why is that? They'll talk, no matter what they say, it's like, our situation is the greatest event in history. What we went through is the greatest event in history. I mean, they dragged us over here, and there's never been anything like it. They try to say it's false Israel, but they themselves, in the Bible, when they was talking to Jesus, we'd never been in captivity to anyone. This was 2,000 years ago. Now, according to them, this is supposed to happen 4,000 years ago, but they admitted we have never been in captivity to anyone. But they just have to get past all that because to say it what it is devastating. Remember, this whole reality is built on lies. And so the truth will destroy it. Remember, this whole reality is built on falsehood. Mention and shed blood on the sealed Bible. Right? It's based on that. It's sealed. That's their guidance. And truth, when you unseal it, right? You break the seal, then what was sealed is no longer sealed anymore. It doesn't exist anymore. You understand? Now it's unsealed. You understand, brothers and sisters? So this whole thing is built on a lie. The foundation, false Israel, the Antichrist, Gog Magog, make me shed blood. Everything's upside down. And so, and when they talk, these people talk, they always, because they all have a hand in our situation. They're all participants in it. All participants. But let me start moving on, brothers, because I'll be talking for hours just before I get to my, and I'm going to resist the urge to do that. Hold on, let me see what I got here. I can, okay. Go. Now this commentator, Arab commentator, now he was saying, he didn't, first of all, he was admitting that he's a jinn. Because he says, we're total opposition to the Western way, colonialism and all that kind of stuff. Nobody's more resistant than us, the Arabs. We're more resistant than anybody else. Well, that's true. You're the jinn, resist them. But the way he characterized, like, they're so strong and powerful. No other nation. And no, we resist them more than anyone. I thought we submitted. We did submit. Okay. If you know anything about judo, anybody took judo, what's the idea behind judo? You use the enemy's weight against themselves. So they come at you, you don't push them, you pull them. They come at you, then you step aside and pull them, use their weight against them. You understand? So we've been in struggle with the devils from day one. Our submission was a judo. Because we used their weight against them. Well, how was that? We submitted. And so they put so much pressure on us, they turned us into diamonds. So in that way, they gave us the power to destroy them. They gave us the power to destroy them. And we're the only ones that applied that. We submitted and let them put all their force against us versus diamonds. Now they have no power over us at all. Other than, well, we remember the man in Mark, he wasn't being beat by the devils. He was beating himself. And they couldn't control him. So they had no power over him. Read it carefully. He gave them power with him because he was beating themselves. He gave power to the legion because he was beating themselves because he had a backwards mind. But they said they had no one could control them. They have no power over you anymore. None, zero. Except right here. That's what I'm telling you. You're beating yourself. You're already out of there. Therefore, into your thing. All you got to do is get your mind back, then become a exceedingly great army. You understand? So we were the strongest enemy and resistance to them than anybody. Because we say, Judah, okay, go ahead and do your best. We submitted and then put all that pressure on us. Right? And then and now we're stronger than them and stronger than everybody. We're going to crush everybody because they have no power over us anymore. Once that pressure transforms that coal to diamonds, pressure has no effect on it anymore. Pressure has no power over it anymore. I told you, no hair on your hair will be harmed. No weapon would prosper against you. No Western form. Because now they use you let them use their force to convert you, transform you, and so now they have no power over you whatsoever. Said they had no one control them. See, he was doing it to himself. Pay attention to these stories, brothers and sisters. That's what I'm trying to get you to see. Because once you get your mind back, you're a exceedingly great army, impervious to any weapon, and they can't harm you in any way. I'm trying to make it clear enough for you, brothers and sisters. See? So, but they try to say, oh, we the strong, yeah, you resisted. You see? And so they was kicking your ass. Right? Because you resisted, you didn't go through the transformation process. Instead of standing on the ground and let them put that pressure on you, you kept fighting to get to this top of, get above soil. So now you never made it. You made it in police, right? They still whooping your ass, and they're gonna beat you all the way to the end. It says what it says. It says this will happen when the power when the power of the holy people has been broken, fully broken. That means you will not survive them. Move on, bro. Since I got a lot to say about that, maybe I'll do it tomorrow. I see I'm going, right? I'm not going, we're going to talk about this as we go. But you understand, brothers and sisters? We use their weight against them. We let them put all that pressure on us, transform us, and that had no power for us at all. Zero. No power for me. They have only power over you is that you have still the still Bible mind. Once you get your inner mind, they have no power over you whatsoever. None. Zero. It says it. No weapon formed will prosper against you. Not here be harmed. You walk through the fire in the furnace and you want to get burned. How many ways are they going to tell you? They got to prove it to you by let you go through the tribulation so you can see, hey man, I'm in the furnace, man. I ain't burning. That's if you got your 5 pillars. What's more, brothers and sisters? So much. I got to keep this short, but this is about 3 hours here. I go through all of it. And we talked about this, heaven, hell. I'm not going to go into this right now, but it's there. I'll talk more about it tomorrow. Right? Because this was the valid system doing energy deprivation. And that's why I try to get you to understand the wisdom in the winter is not the wisdom for the summer or the spring. That was the winter. That was the wisdom, right? And it worked. It worked for them. That was the way it was supposed to work, doing energy deprivation. But now we're coming out. We're still under energy deprivation, but we're coming out of it. And I want to talk about that in a minute. I got to remember, keep this. Okay, see here. Energy deprivation, we're at the bottom now 6,000 years into it. But it's a 12,000 year cycle. 6,000 years into the worst part of it. The worst part of it would be where we are right now. Time on pressure and trouble. We're the worst part of it. Then we start coming out. That's why we had to make a made God. Right? But see, the Holocaust, that is what made us so hard that now they can't. See, they had 12,000 years. But the affliction on us turned us to a diamonds and shortened about 6,000 years. And that gave room for Master Muhammad to step in. Because he's not by himself, remember me. He's not by himself. The Lamb is with him. But that Holocaust is what gave you the power to shorten that rule for 6 and give it to Master Muhammad, was made God. He's not the original God. He's original. He's original. I'm talking, but not. He's half original, and so he can rule for the next 6,000 years instead of them. And so, if you, in a way, you can say we tricked them. Come and get us. Yeah, we're gonna sit here. Go ahead, beat us, beat. Go ahead, back. Go. Oh, these niggas, they still there. Let's beat them. Yeah, go beat us. Do your worst. And we said and took it. See, other people, Haitian didn't take it, Jamaican didn't take it, all the people, we took it. And everybody laughed at us and everything. But now, we're going to crush everyone. That's what the scripture told you. I read it to you. I'll read it to you again. That's what happened. The affliction, they had not afflicted us, just servitude. They would have hit over 12,000 years. Because they took to the Holocaust. It said, don't touch that tree, you become unjust. Right? They had possession of it, but don't hurt it. And so, yes, they did. They transformed us, and now they empowered us to destroy them. They empowered us to destroy them. Hope you understand that, brothers and sisters. I try to reveal more and more information to you, brothers and sisters, so you can see it. See, this is the mathematics of it. We turn all mathematics to our favor. So yeah, we endured the Holocaust over now. But look, once you get your mind back, you're going to see. You're going to walk through the tribulation, through that fierce fire. That hell, they talk about the fire in California. It's nothing compared to what you're about to go through. You're going to walk through it, and you're not even going to get a spark on you. But devils ain't going to be burned. You're going to watch them burn and say, wait, hold on. What's wrong with this picture? Everybody's burned up around us, and nothing happened to us. Because you're going to see them inflamed. So you're going to see, brothers and sisters, you're going to see everybody here. They're going to be attacking you, but they're going to be inflamed. They're going to be in flames. In flames. And you're going to be, what it says in the Quran says, when they threw Abraham in Abraham in the fire, and Allah says, oh, fire be a cooling to Abraham. So he was like on air conditioning. Wait a minute, he's supposed to be in the furnace, man. He's laying back, man. Laying back, man. Got him he's a not pina colada, but he's got, he's laying back, man. Like, he's rolling, right? I don't know if I should say this. Let me say this right quick. I'm not getting my whole thing today. I see right now. I just can't resist stuff coming to my mind, right? Okay. I'm trying to get you to understand, think mathematically, understand these concepts. Say, for instance, everybody in the world was blind. Nobody ever could see. I mean, sight was nothing, and no one had. Sight, hearing was the best sense everyone had, right? Okay. So, well, let me put it another way. Let me make sure I get this right. Maybe I shouldn't do it right now. Okay. Okay, cut that chase. Okay, you have your sense of sight, your sense of hearing, sense of touch, right? But you have a sense of thought, and they don't look at it that way. So in other words, if you can't see too well, then you rely on your hearing, right? You might, you can see a little bit, but you can't see too well, but you rely on your hearing. So the devils, they rely on sight. And that's what they say. They'll say, when they say, they'll say like, when they telling you, do you understand something? They say, do you see? Do you see? Why do you think you see? Because sight is their highest, their ability, their sensory system. The highest for them is sight. That's the best. Because they're like nearsighted. See, here's sight again. Their brains are weak. Right? It's like if your sight's so weak, then you rely on your hearing. So the brains are weak, they rely on their sight. So that's why they need microscopes to see. They have to see things. They have to see what atom looks like. They can't see it, but when they can't see it, they theorize it. But they have to see it, just like the world is round. They have to see these things. And that limits their ability to information because the information they trust is the information they see. So that's the information they trust. Understand? Now, us on the other hand, right, our minds are stronger, our brains are stronger, So we comprehend. See, when we get home and hereafter, we won't say things like, "When you understand, do you see it now?" No, we won't say that. So you understand it. We won't be say talking sense of sight because that's the highest sense. Do you see? Well, you're talking about a mathematical concept, right? And they say, and you're trying to get you to understand and say, you see it now? It's not a sight thing. It's a mind, but because what the sight is the highest sense, best sense they have. They have other sense, but sight is the best sense they have. So they need microscopes and everything else to see it. And when they can't see it, then they theorize. They have theories, quantum theory, gravity theory, because they can't see it, so they make theories about it. You understand? We don't do that. Okay? Because it's like gravity. I mean, I figured out gravity. I figured out nuclear fusion, all that kind of stuff. I don't need a microscope. This sense right here, yes, and everything I said, I put a book out about it. They have no one's ever said there's anything wrong. That this is mathematically correct. I challenge anybody. I put $5,000. Anybody can say anything in there. When I explain atoms work, neutrons work, protons work, gravity works. Anyway, I can show anything wrong with that. $5,000 instantly, and no one's done it. It's been out there for years. In fact, it may still be on Amazon. I actually put the book out there about 8 years ago, 7 years ago, I guess. I don't know. Anyway, see, you understand what I'm saying? I'm getting to a point here. So, but if you didn't have sight and your best thing was hearing, you wouldn't be saying, if you're trying to get somebody to see something, you would saying what? You'd be saying, hear now? Instead of saying, do you see? Because, I mean, what's sight got to do with figuring out a problem? They say, do you see it now? And that's what he's talking, because that's the highest sense. And so if you didn't have that sense, and hearing was your best sense, you say, do you hear? Where I'm going with this is, I'm going to cut to the chase here, brothers and sisters. Because we deaf, dumb, and blind, hey, our mind is gone. They say we have eyes, we can't see, we have ears, can't hear. So we got is a sense of touch. So what have people say? You feel me? Do you feel me? It may you think it's funny, but it's not. Because that's how people in. They don't realize it. You feel me? What they got to do with it? Because the other senses, they're telling you, they don't realize it. They say all the other senses are dumbed down. Do you feel me? I was going to do that a little better. I went through it quickly, bro. But anyway, for the next 6,000 years, that's why Muhammad will rule. You understand? Okay? But the Lamb has to set it up. You see what I'm saying? Who is the one that takes down, destroys them? Who's the one to take consequence of them? We do. Do them as it done to you. You see what I'm saying? We do it. And just like we gave the rule over to Adam, we're going to get a rule over to Master Prophet Muhammad, the Levites. Understand? And we trust them. And we know they're going to rule correctly, justly. But we gave it to Adam. Now we're going to give it over to Master Prophet Muhammad. And then after that, 12,000 year energy deprivation is over. And the whole end gets back to back to Travis Shabazz. Hope you understand that, brothers and sisters. I was going to talk about it a little more, but like I said, I'm going through this pretty quickly. And this is, I mentioned this, I figured I'd go ahead and write it. He that loveth his father or mother more than me is not worthy of me. He that loveth his son or daughter more than me is not worthy of me. He that doth not take this cross and follow after me is not worthy of me. He that finds his life shall lose it. He that loses life shall find it. And this is what I'm saying. What it's saying here is, right, that you can't, because these things are keeping you from getting your mind back, keeping you from activating the angel. That's what it's telling you if you read it between the lines. And so therefore, these days going to be, right, removed from you. In other words, it's saying all things you hold dear that you cling to, then you're gonna be worthy. That's the short. That's long and short of it. My voice is. And we talk about. I'm not gonna talk about this right now, brothers and sisters. But how they distort that. I said I'm giving a short version. Is an understanding here is that's Farrakhan's father. Those people with him, the demons, let us forego a conclusion. But the rest of the people there, if they got their head up Farrakhan's ass, I'm not talking about the ones that's not with him, but there. But they worship him, they hang, they support him, got it, right? They have to answer for this because I mean, did you take basic biology? The sperm comes from the father. You put apple seed in the ground, I don't care how deep you put it in the ground, what kind of ground you put in, it's going to come up an apple. Nothing in that ground going to change its nature. Nothing in that ground will change nature. When it turns to orange, when it turns to peach, it will be an apple. Because that's the seed. The ground is the egg. You put something, no matter what you put in there, it can make it good or bad, but it's still going to be an apple. And so Farrakhan is a devil, period. Case closed. He's a devil, period. Because he admits his father's the devil. He admits it. Take my word for it, he admits it. That means he's a devil in black skin, period. So you're going to have to answer that. Say, well, they ain't devils. He said ain't devils. Who said they ain't devils no more? No, Elijah never said that because I was there. Elijah never said devils were not devils anymore. That's a goddamn lie. He never said it. All the ministers never. If he said that, why did he just tell Farrakhan? He got all these ministers. He should have told all the ministers. No other minister ever heard that. No other minister heard that but him. Because he never told him that. Because he don't want to be calling his father a devil. He don't want his devil children to be calling their grandfather a devil. Plus, the government told him to stop doing it anyway. Stop calling us devils. You one of us. So when you understand that, it was his people that raped us, beat us, tormented us, terrorized. His people, Farrakhan's people. His people. And now, and because he raped his mother, and that's how he came into existence. His own people. His father was a rapist. Black father, black son, father's a rapist. Raped his black mother. And so now, like father, like son, and he raping the NOI. See resemblance? He raping NOI. You can't get around that. That's not conjecture. That's not a conspiracy. That's an actual fact. That he even admits to that his father raped his mama. And his father, he said his father's parents was white Portuguese Jews. That means his father was a white Portuguese Jew. That makes him a black-faced Portuguese Jew. I'm lying. I give you $5,000 if you say anything I just said was wrong. Mathematically, scientifically, biologically. Anything I said wrong, I give you $5,000 right now. No questions asked. So how in the hell are you going to be our Messiah? Might as well dig up Yakub, say, okay, Yakub, bend over so I can stick my head up your ass. Okay, let's move on, brothers and sisters. Like, I'm going to go through this very quickly. I got some embellishments, but like I said, it's late. And so perhaps tomorrow I'll go into more detail, so I'm going to go really quickly. Iran, one heaven. This is chapter 12 of Angel, Revelation. It occurred one heaven. And Michael, who is Michael? You ever hear Farrakhan talk about Michael? Elijah didn't talk about him either, really. But he's the one that's going to deliver us. He's got to be from Master Farad Muhammad. He's your deliverer. Yeah, that's a simple call there. He's got to be the one to deliver us. He says, at that time, Michael arise and all our people be delivered. So, and we told him, Master Ramon is going to deliver us. How can you miss that one? As angels, they walk the dragon. Now, I'm not going to explain who dragon, all this stuff. That's right. But and they go to war, and they're defeated. That's what's happening in the Middle East. First, it says a war occurred in heaven. That's the abomination of desolation that's going on as we speak. And a newsflash, they said they're about to make a peace deal, not a peace deal, but a ceasefire. And it says they're and in principle they agreed. We'll see, right? But we know how it's going to end up, right? And so they were defeated. See the devil, and his angels. That's Antichrist. That's false Israel, American Britain. They're defeated. That's what's about to happen. See? I didn't put in here about the king of the north, king of the south. I should put that in here. That's about to happen. That's what the story about. King of the north is not Germany, it's Iran, and the king of the south is that push by false Israel, American Britain. Now, that's the war. Phase 1 is started. Phase 2 is when Iran actually makes the move. That's what everyone's waiting for. Phase 2 and Iran is king of the north, and actually it's going to come as like a whirlwind. Let's look at that. How's heaven broken? False Israel deranged and laid waste here. And when you shall see Jerusalem compassed by armies, surrounded by armies, then know the desolation. Who controls Israel? That means their destruction. It's telling you right there. They're going to be destroyed. We see Jerusalem compassed by armies, then know it's destruction. Who controls Israel? That's false Israel. That means their destruction is going to happen, which means they're not the true seed of Abraham. That's the best right there to prove to you without taking false Israel down, which they're going to take them down. But that passage right there should prove you right there. Should wake you up. Because that's what's going to wake you up, that false Israel being taken down, right? But that passage right there tells you exactly that false Israel is going to be destroyed. See, their physical destruction is what's going to wake you up. But if you read this, pay attention, this should do it. Because it's telling you exactly that they're going to be destroyed. Then let them who in Judea flee to the mountain, let those in the midst of the... I'm not going to explain this, but I have explained it. Maybe tomorrow if I do the full length, I'll go into all these details. But it's going to take a while. There's days of vengeance. Who is the nation? Right? All the nations are vengeful against America. That's true. The days of vengeance against false Israel, American Britain. Us. For the days of vengeance, all days are written to be filled. Woe to them are with child. You see? That's if you know Angel King, that's about American Britain, because they're the ones that's pregnant with us. That's who the vengeance is going to be against. So that means we're going to do unto them double as they did to us. Right? And those days should be great distress in the land. Great distress in them. I told you, fear. And wrath upon this people, that's the wrath that will be upon them. That's the vengeance. Doing them as they twice and double done to you. They shall fall by the edge of the sword, shall be led away captive all the nations. Fully broken. And remember, total enslavement. Yeah. I move a little faster about this because I got quite a bit of this. Okay, let's move to the next one. Okay, war in heaven. Right? Now, American Britain, right? Forces were taken down. Right? That's what it says here. Make sure, look at it again, right? Oh. Right here. Did this. I keep going there. Okay, I got an issue here somehow. I don't know why it's doing that, but okay, let me go here. God and Britain have routed, broken. Yes. Uh, okay, so here it is. I already said the war. Omniscient desolation going on. The next, Iran makes a move. Then what happens? Iran gets, falls Israel is taken down. Okay? In the siege. Then what happens here? It's God and Magog. You sign the sun and moon, stars upon the earth, and stress places upon the roaring, and men's hearts failing for fear. So at that point, false Israel going down, omniscient desolations has happened. Right? Then what? Then omniscient desolation. Then everybody's waiting for Iran to make its move. Iran's about to make its move. Makes its move. False Israel's taken. Trump armies is taken. Destruction is in hand. And then what happened? And then America and Britain's is being taken out, thrown out. They can't help false Israel. False Israel isolated. And now it's clear. False Israel's going down. American Britain's power is broken in the Middle East. Powers of heaven. Right? That's what it says. Men's hearts filled for fear of looking at those things which are coming on the earth. Talking about the European countries, specifically America, where the powers of heaven have been shaken. It means they just got kicked out. And now they're in great fear because two things have happened. The military, the powers broken in the Middle East. Right? Oh, since we're going, that's two. We have false Israel is a cornerstone of this lie because they're the ones who be Israel know the Bible, sealed Bible is based on false Israel. Based on Israel. And they saying they're Israel. When that's going out, that whole false sealed Bible collapses. And plus, the military force that was backing that lie up is broken. Let me say one other thing, since I meant to say this earlier. Yeah. Okay, I slipped my mind, so. Oh. And I was telling this person, he was telling me, hey man, we the only ones fight. You know, they so full of shit over there, those Arabs. Because they talking about how they fight. Well, you feel who's fueling? It's like, you're at war with your enemy and you sending food over to them. If you stop sending food, they starve, then you win. So who's fueling false Israel and America to do all the damage they're doing? Remember, their military, all this force they have requires all fuel. Without fuel, it comes to a screeching halt. Who's fueling them? So get out of my face with that bullshit. Talking about, hey man, we do. No, of course, you fueling it. It's like you taking somebody's foot and kicking your ass with it. Why you kicking my ass? Well, you don't want you take that foot and kicking your ass. Why he's kicking my ass? Yeah, of course you give me you fueling this. Who's fueling America? Who's fueling false Israel? You Arabs over there. You fueling it. And then they're doing this. They've been taking out countries. They took out Gaddafi. They took out Syria. How did they do it? Like you get somebody some gas and they run over you. Well, they didn't have no gas. They couldn't run over you. You fueling it. So get out of my face with that goddamn shit. I'm getting tired of this. I mean, ooh, you see, I'm getting wired up. You can see what's about to come here. But ooh, they don't want to deal with me. Because I'm telling you now. See, I'm telling you things little by little. Remember, I got all these things on my mind. And I'm doing, it's taking a lot of discipline to restrain myself. Because I'm telling you things so obvious you should see yourself. You say, well, how they getting taken down like that? And how they Arabs? Who's fueling it? Who's giving the ammunition? And you get somebody some bullets and they shoot you. How? Well, if you didn't give them the damn bullets, they could have shot you. Who's fueling it? They better hope I can keep restraining myself, Francisco. It's like, oh, it takes a lot of discipline. Once you get your mind back, and these people, that's why I say do double them, because say wrath, because wrath is an emotional thing. If it's a mental thing, it's, oh, that's right. This is wrath. You say consequence, say wrath. Wrath's an emotional thing. And then wrath has come. It says the lamb and the God will be very wrathful. That means their discipline is about like, Gonna take a lot of discipline to hold back, man. I remember Jonah got really upset, man. Oh. Because I see things you don't see. I understand like you don't understand it. They talk this crap right there. That's simple. Why are you fueling it are you fueling them to kick your ass? Those planes and stuff don't run off air. They come over there kicking your ass over there on the fuel that you're giving them. Come on, brothers and sisters. How's heaven shaking? Great fear, I mentioned that, right? Fear got to grip America like it's going to grip it. It's not going to let loose. So once Israel going under siege, it's going. America's power is broken in the Middle East. What do you mean broken? I just told you. This loss of fuel is cut off. You have to spell it out. That's what I mean. Their power is broken. That's why I fear now. Because their military is broken. But the Arabs didn't do it. The Shia did it. That's why Muhammad did it. So they're breaking the power of holy people. That means their power will be broken. Because they jinn, they resist it, and plus they fueling this whole affair. Not to forget that they put us into slavery to begin with. They sold us out. And now they're fueling this hell because the devil's America never as powerful as it is when they're fueling it. They don't want fueling it. They the ones empowered America. They're the ones empowered all of us. They didn't empower Britain because Britain didn't need any fuel, but they empowered this Gog. Gog is powerful because of oil. Period. And where are they getting it from? Sometimes we getting it from you, we getting it from here. Oh yeah, well, you might start getting from here. But it's too expensive to get them here. If you was, why are you taking from there? Why, if you're getting it so much from here, why are you going to Syria and stealing theirs? Why are you going and getting it from, and it's taking these countries down and taking Iraq oil? If you got so much here, why are you taking it there? Because you don't have it here. It's a goddamn lie you're telling. And you want the American people know that you totally depend upon that oil. If they cut off, that's your ass. And the Arabs, oh man, they kicking our ass. Well, yeah, they shooting. Where they get the bullets from? See how simple this is, brothers and sisters. They say, why are they doing it? Well, it says in the Bible, it says Ishmael was a donkey. Donkey of a man was dumb. He was stupid. Aside from the fact that they betrayed us, and they got to support false Israel too. I mean, false Israel could not survive if they wasn't giving us the oil. Once they're going there kicking their ass and all this stuff, it's a little mouse. You're going there kicking all that. Oh, you got all these big old tigers running around there in the room. You got one little mouse. He's squeaking there all tired. Tigers running up against the wall, scared to death. How does that work? But the tigers got the food, and the mice ain't got any damn thing. So they keep feeding the mice, and the mice cry, hey, mice gonna kill us. So, think about something wrong with that picture. See, when you see it, get it clear, you say, oh, something wrong. That's why the lights will come on, because it's all based on bullshit. I just told you right now, that's earth-shattering. If that knowledge got out there in the world, on TikTok, where people start understanding, say, wait a minute. Their brain is going to make them stop. Their brain, they might have a messed up mind, but if it gets through their brain, it's going to make them stop. Oh, wait a minute, let me get this right now. false Israel is kicking everybody's ass over there. With a military that depends on the oil that people's ass they're kicking control. What's wrong with that mathematics? You see what I'm saying? Right? Muhammad said, truth made so clear, eat the food I heard. And just think, when our people finally get this, what you think they're going to be like? Because this is, to me, it's like, come on. I mentioned this in a roundabout way in the past, but that's the point. Why are they fearing false Israel when Israel will come to a screeching halt if they cut the oil off? They would be able to do anything. Those tanks wouldn't rule, those planes wouldn't fly. And they outnumber 1,000 to 1. So what's going on there? They could put a screeching halt. They could stop America cold. Just cut the damn oil off. You know, I was in the 70s when Carter was president, when they embargoed the oil in America, it was like America came to a screeching halt. You couldn't buy gas. You wanted gas, man, you had to have a certain code, and the cars would around the corner 3 or 4 times, thousands of cars at a gas station, the gas run out. It was terrible. Because Saudi Arabia just cut the oil off for a week or a month or whatever. That's chapter 18 said it's going to be total economic collapse, total. Only ones not going to suffer is Russia because they have plenty of oil. And that, remember, their enemies America, so they ain't going to get them. That's going to break their power. All this military might. Remember, it says, okay. No weapon formed against will prosper. What do all their weapons depend on? Fuel. The fuel's about to be cut off. So the weapons won't work. Oh, brothers and sisters. And whenever this nothing about who God and Magog is. Now remember, we talking about they're coming to a screeching halt here. They get kicked out, their power is broken. And we talking about them, their power being broken, right? And which in the 1,000 years, this is chapter 20. They come out of the dark ages, right? And will go out to make every nation of 4 corners of the earth. God and Magog is Satan, the false Israel, God and Magog, America and Britain. There's only been 2 European world powers. In fact, only been 2 world powers. In known history. That's America and Britain. Total world powers. So that's who God and Magog is. And right, to err, they deceive the whole nation. That's what they've been doing. They got you to see. Because the point I just told you right now, you say, well, hold it. And it just passed you. You didn't think about it. But now the time's coming in. See? And then they will go, and if you understand this clearly, and lead them together, which and step down, fire hate down them. We're talking about, right? Okay. And the city haven't been loved. What's that? That's Jerusalem. And the city haven't been loved and step down, right? That means the city that's been loved, if you read it carefully, hellfire missiles and stuff be coming down. The people there, they control it, but the Palestinians, they're going to be sending hellfire missiles down on them. That's what's happening right now. So it says that's at the end. That's what happened at the end. They'll be there right in the Middle East when the end comes. See, and devil making the earth was thrown into the lake of fire and sulfur. See, that's when the end will come. And the false prophet. We're also the wild beast and the false prophet. Wild beast is America, Britain, and false prophet is false Israel. They've tormented day and night to ages forever. Okay, now we so far, right? Keep it short. We're talking about this desolation going on right now. Next step, right, is Iran's, that's where the whole world is waiting for Iran to make its move. That's about to happen. When they make their move, Israel's going to first surround and siege, and America and Britain will be thrown out. And their power is broken because Shia controls the Middle East, controls the oil. So their power is broken. Okay? The military, everything is broken. So far, step by step, right? And then the great betrayal. What's the great betrayal? That triggers Armageddon. Because now it's talking about, you understand the fourth of earth, that means America, right? It's killed long sword, famine, and by the wild beasts of earth. The wild beasts of earth represents Russia and the EU. They're going to turn against America. They have no choice. Remember, America's power is broken. Theirs is too, because there's no fuel to fuel it. But who has fuel? Russia does. Who's the enemy of Russia? American Britain. That says mother against daughter. That's talking about American Britain, American Russia. So they're enemies. So Europeans say, hey, they make bad friends. Russia fuels them oil. Now they're allied with Russia, and they're against America. And America's got all their bases and everything there. They're under attack. That's Armageddon. East. Power's broken. Now they're under attack. And Russia has fuel. Europe now has fuel. So they energize. But America has no fuel. It has whatever fuel that remains left. And Biden used most of that up. So now they get an ass kicked because they can't fight back. They're limited. They get an ass kicked. And that's why they're going to try to bring you over into that fight, the hell fight. You don't get an ass kicked. Because they're big military. Remember, their power is broken. The power is broken. So this time, America has no power. Instead, got it? So that's the great betrayal. Because everybody's empowered but America. Now America's on his knees. Now they're getting sanctioned because nobody's going to help them. Everybody, please help us. Nobody's going to help them. It's a great betrayal. Europe's going to turn against them because they're going to. They'll have to. If they want oil, they want to starve. They want to freeze to death. They want heat. They want electricity. They have to make friends with Russia. Russia has plenty. Russia's not Gog. America's Gog. Understands? Let's move on. I'm cutting chase here, bro. Then that's Armageddon East. Now, what's Armageddon West? What's happening in America itself? Okay? The tribulation, devils, demons, it's what's in America itself. Remember the other one? It's what's happening over there. Armageddon in the East. Now Armageddon West. And then here's I come to and found earth. It'll be already kindled. Have baptized me anyway. The bottom line is, well, henceforth there should be 5 in one house divided, 3 against 2, and 2 against 3. Father divided against the son, son against the father, mother. Now when you understand the angel key, they talk about America and Russia will be against each other. Not only that, but America also be against black people. The demons specifically, they'll be at war with each other. So now we're talking what's happening here in America. What's happening here in America now is America and Britain, Russia, that's over there. But here, mother-in-law against daughter-in-law and daughter against mother. That's a war between the demons, Christian blacks, black-faced devils, and devils. That's one war that's going on here. That's going to break out here. There's going to be 17 million of them. Because it's half the black nation in America, half is original, half is demon. And it's probably 34 million, so it's about 17 million demons. See, here we go again. See, when Moses remember, he saw it out of control. Now, if you read this during the time of the war. So Moses saw the people out of control for Aaron. See, they say he's Aaron. So how can they tell you one breath he's Aaron and then don't tell you right here what Aaron did? How can they come and tell you? That's why they're going to have to answer. Their ass could be torn up. And what's going to happen to them? Going to make like Gaddafi look like was like a sauna. I mean, a massage. What's happening to those folks? I ain't going to do it. Our people going to do it to them. I'm not going to restrain them. My people are going to do it to them. What's going to happen to them? Because it's right there. They claim his Aaron is right there. When most sort of people were out of control, for Aaron had let them get out of control to the point of being an object of ridicule among the enemies. Exactly what Farrakhan is doing. So how in the hell he's such a great person, he's anointed? He's the problem. He's a problem right there. Moses stood at the gate of the camp and said, whoever's with the Lord. That means most people, they wasn't even with Farrakhan. It was just there. They said bad water's better than no water. Right? But they didn't like the bad water. They said, well, it's bad water's better than no water. As soon as clean water show up, get out of there. You drinking bad water, man. This water's dirty, but I gotta need water to live, right? Somebody come along with some clean water, man. Ooh. The dirty water, man, it's history. Right? And gathered together, he said, and those with the Lord says, what happened? If you read the whole thing, I'm not going to read it. It says, they killed all the rest. He killed Aaron and all his followers. Because those with the Lord came with him. They say those with him, those with the Lord. Who? The measure of the covenant. It says, and what said Moses? Whoever is for the Lord, come to me. He said, who is for me? Who is for the Lord? The measure of the covenant. Right? And said, them, there was a separation between Aaron and Moses' people, or the Mr. Covenant's people. And then he had them go and kill all of Aaron and his people. It's right there, it's clear enough, brothers and sisters. Right, let's move on. I'm giving a short version. Right. So now that's a demon war here, right? And then what it says here, and remember this during the war in heaven, right? When that happens, once they kicked out, right, immediately, once American Britain's kicked out, forces immediately, it says, and they heard voice out of heaven saying, okay, because was thrown accuser, the brother of us, accusing him. That's what Farrakhan's been doing. It says he's going to be cast down. When thrones are cast down, see, and was thrown to cast down. Remember, it's the same thing about the Ancient of Days. When thrones are cast down, same thing. That's Farrakhan's going to be cast down. See? Because he's been accusing. You're sinful. You're wicked. You need to atone. So wicked. You're so sinful. See? That's his whole thing. Verse 14, you're so sinful. You're wicked. God's going to get you. That wasn't Elijah Muhammad's teachers, not at all. I was there. Okay, let's move on, brothers and sisters. And the fifth angel trumpeted. And so, like I said, right? This is the so-called locust war. This is demons. Right? And when you see the story about Samson, that's the demons. He tore the place apart. Right? And smoke came out, locusts in the earth. Locusts represent demons, given authority, having authority upon scorpion the earth. Down here, it was given them an order that they will not kill them, but their order, in other words, they would be tearing this country apart. They will destroy it. That's why they won't kill them. They're going to tear this country apart, and it'll be a 5-month war. That's a demon war. This locust war is a demon war. That's going on here. That's Armageddon West. Let's continue on that, right? 5 months. And here it is. Now that's the demon war. Now here's the saints against them. That's the Nation of Islam, who is impervious to the flames, but to the Holocaust. Now they diamonds. No one can hurt them, no one can harm them once they got the 5 pillars. That's a war. The sealing great army. I forgot to put that in there. The sealing great army now, because they just got put together and says that's a war. So they're going to give them back double what they did to us. So now they got these demons kicking their ass at 500, and then they got the saints doing double to them what they did to us. What's worse than anything the demons could do? And double, according to the works of her in the cup, when she mingle you to her. Right? What she gave you, you give her back double. That's happening here in America. You're sealing great army, and you're inflicting twice as much horror on her as she put on you. Horror. America's in great fear. Children gray headed. You put inflict all that horror on them, twice as much they put on us. In a year's time, maybe even 5 months. But it took 5 years to do that, to transfer diamonds. And you're gonna put that on them. And they're not gonna transform the diamonds, they're gonna be crushed to dust. They don't have the transforming capability. To this day, one day will come the place where death, mourning, famine should be burned, and fire burned down because strong the Lord had judged her. You're the Lord that's going to judge her. No, you don't want to judge her because you don't want to afflict her. Strong, you're strong now. They will weep and strike themselves upon the king of earth. See, and they will weep and they will strike themselves upon her, the king of earth, and with her having committed fornication, having lived unreigning luxury, whenever be looking at smoke or firing her. That's all the ones sympathize with America. They go, oh man, like Ishmael and all them. They're gonna be more than weeping. Remember, it says, I says the queen doesn't shall have. I read this verse that backs this up. See, I so much give her torment, mourning, because in her heart she is saying, I'm the queen, and the widow now I am. Remember, there's another verse, an elaboration on that, if you've been paying attention. Then here, we still talking about this, right? It's talking about what's happening on here, Armageddon here, west. And the Lord will bring a nation against you from far, from the ends of earth. That's talking about talking about the goat. And as the eagle wings sweep down, nations whose language you will not understand. I mean, it's not going to be a European nation. Nation with a fine attitude, who have no respect for the old, nor faith for the young, have no mercy on you whatsoever. None. It's time. Furthermore, it will eat the offspring of your herd and abuse your ground till you are destroyed. It will take everything you got. That's what they eat her flesh. That's what it says another way, right? And nation that will leave you no grain, no wine, no oil. They're going to take everything. Because everything you got stolen, that belongs to you anyway. Nor the newborn of your cow, nor the youth of your flock, until they have eliminated you. They're going to finish you off. Remember, they're going to eliminate you. Because you're going to go to war with them. Demons go to war with them 5 months, then they get wiped out. You're going to go to war with them for that period of time, but then you're going to leave the country. Then the goat going to come in, they're going to finish it off. It will siege in all your towns. This is what's going to be like when they come here. It will siege all your whole town, be under siege. They ain't going to kill you right away. They'll come in, they're going to take control of America, and you under siege, like same thing falls to Israel. They went under siege. Then you're going to go under siege. It's going to be the same thing. They'll get the same punishment because they're the brass and iron. Remember, both of them had a hand enslaving us, right? That tree, who's the tree? It was a band of iron and a band of brass. That's China, that's American Britain. Okay. So you get the same thing they got on a larger scale. They will siege you in all your town until your high for the walls which you trusted to come down. You're gonna be able to resist them, right? You're gonna have all your force on that. You ain't gonna be able to resist them. Throughout your land, it will siege you in all your towns throughout your land. The Lord has given you. And it's going to be totally under siege. Right? That's what it says. And then you will eat. Then you eat the offspring of your own body. Right? Cannibalism will reign because you don't have any food, anything here. How people will eat. It says, my people eat, your people go hungry. During the tribulation, they will say, man from heaven. Man from heaven will give you food every right? Every morning he will have food. That's what it says. And you will then eat. Or remember, this happened. Armageddon west. We tell what happened east. This happened west here in America. Then you eat the offspring of your own body, the flesh of your sons, your daughters, whom the Lord has given you during siege and hardship, but which you and will oppress you. During the siege, that's what happened. So it's going to happen. It's going to take a while. It ain't going to happen in one day. How long are they going to have your siege? A year. You're going to be. How long is this siege going to last? It just doesn't say. At least I haven't found it. It's not going to be a long time. It's not going to last more than a year. I can tell you that. You're going to be a siege, and that's it. And you're going to be hungry, and you're going to eat your own children. It's Armageddon. Yes. See? Let's see, here we go. It gives you an example, right? And we'll be hostile. Okay. Redefine the delicate woman among you, right? This is princes, right? Among you who will not venture set her soul foot on the ground because of her telekinesis and tenderness. She's so cute. You get, she's, I'm talking about what they call them, Cinderella, whatever, right? Okay, this is the most delicate, the most sensitive women, right? Right? The one that's so very fine. I mean, everything got to be just right. Okay, it said that done by her. It says she will be hostile towards her husband. Now all of a sudden she's hostile. The husband that she cherishes, the one that she loves, she really loves him, but she'll be hostile to him and toward her son and daughter. She will be hostile towards her son and daughter also. Remember, she's dainty. She's so, what's that word they use? Got a word to use for women like that, right? And toward her afterbirth, the afterbirth that comes from between her legs, and toward her children to whom she gives birth. I mean, she's giving birth, she's pregnant, she's giving birth to a child. Because she will eat them secretly for lack of anything else. She will eat her child that she just gave birth to. And she'll do it secretly. She'll get at birth in secret. And she, what do you call it? When she go through the birth pains, right? She says that's probably painful. She says she's gonna secretly, quiet. And she'll eat it raw. That's Armageddon. You eat secretly, lack of because the season hardship which your army will outpraise you in your own town. That comes the season will be so great. You know what I'm saying? When she go to labor, she want to go to labor. It's quiet. Then she will eat the child that she just gave birth to. Raw. In secret. The whole thing. That's Armageddon. And then this is the goat. I just talked about that. That's the goat comes in. It's the goat that comes in. That's the ram that's stored here. In the third year, that reign of Belshazzar, a vision appeared unto me, even unto me, Daniel, that which appeared unto me the first. And I saw a vision that came to pass, and I saw it was Shushan in the palace, which is the province of Elam. I saw a vision, and I was by the river Ulai. Then I lifted my eyes and saw, and behold, there stood before me a ram which had two horns. Two horns were high, but one was high than the other. That's two horns. That's American Britain. The higher one came up last. That means America was both world powers, but America was a greater world power. What it's saying. Two horns were high. One was higher than the other. And the higher one came up last. America's empire was after British Empire. And I saw the ram pushing westward, right? Northward, southward. That means it came from the east. It was moving westward, it came from the east, north and south. That means it's coming from Europe over to here, right? And so no beast could stand before it. No one could stand before America and Britain. No one could stand before those world powers, right? Neither was there any that could deliver out of his hand, but he did according to his will and became great. See, he became great. And I was a city of whole, and the goat came from the west. Now go come now remember this. So that means it came from Europe, came here, and it's got all of America. Now you got something come from the west. That means it comes from the west. It has to come from where China India is. But how you know that's China India? Because it says its feet did not touch ground. That means it came over the ocean. That means it had to come from China India. No other geography would fit that prophecy with that one. But you got one coming from the east. That's America, Britain. Britain came out. America came out of Britain, right to America, and now you got America, right? And from the east, Europe came here. They got control. They became powerful, and then now that's the Atlantic Ocean, and now something comes over another ocean. They don't feel such nice. They come over the Pacific Ocean, and the only one could do that is China, India, because they both have a coast. The coastal line is the Pacific Ocean. You don't have to go to another country to get here. Okay. They come and they hit the ram and they tear the ram apart. And came west, and let's see if I have any more on this. Yeah. And Cain ran, and he came to the ram, and he tore his ass up. And it came with fury, and says he was very angry with the ram. See? See? He ran with furious power. Remember, at this point, right, America cannot withstand them. Because what? Their power is broken. So now China comes. How is China empowered? Because they're allied with Russia. And now they get out. Not only they get more from Russia, also get it from the Middle East. Because now they back Iran. So now they got freedom, and the ram doesn't have any power to stand with for him. And it came close to the ram and was moving his shoulder. Everyone's angry. And China's getting very angry at America, isn't it? Right? And smote the ram and broke his two horns. There was no power the ram to withstand before it. His power is broken. You get it, brothers and sisters? Tell you, his power, that's why he can't stand. He can't resist them. There's no power in the ram stand before him. It came down to the ground, stamped on him. There was none that could deliver the ram out of his hand. You understand? Understand, brothers and sisters? And here's about the king of the south, right? Okay, and then it shall the king of the south push at him. And who? The king of the north, which is Iran. The king of the south represents America, Britain, falls Israel. Right? And the king of the north shall come against him like a whirlwind. This was getting ready to happen. With chariots and with horsemen, with many ships. Enter the country, shall overflow and pass over. You enter the glorious land, and many countries overthrown, but these shall escape out of his hand. Even Edom, Moab, and the chief Ammon, he shall stretch out forth upon the countries, and the land of Eve shall not escape. And so forth. You can read on your own, brothers and sisters. I was going to say something about Egypt, but I can't talk on that. I can't talk about that right now. Let me shut up. Okay, I'm gonna leave it there, brothers and sisters. Leave it there. Maybe by tomorrow I'll go in the full version. Right? That's the lay it out, brothers and sisters. It's what you're gonna see. Waiting for Israel and Iran to make us move. And we know when they make a move, Master Muhammad's going to be with them. Michael's going to be with them. So has he introduced himself to them yet? Is he going to, Master Muhammad will manifest at that point in time. But they're going to try to hide the fact of Master Muhammad over here. Because they can't tell American people that their Air Force was totally devastated in that war when they go with Iran. They can't explain how the Air Force was totally, and false Israel's nuclear capability was neutralized. They can't explain it. They're gonna say Russia did it, and China. Remember, they said China. They got the most AI program going on, hacking programs. So they hacked. See, building this stuff up. They build it up. They hacked. They was able to use their nuclear weapons, right? And you know what I'm saying. Russia, right? They're the ones when they got hypersonic missiles. They're the ones that help because it's their missile defense system, right? Their air defense system that destroyed America's Air Force and the Air Force. See, they can't say Mass Muhammad did it. Yes, it had. Understand, brothers and sisters? I'm going to leave it there. You understand? I missed something here. I talk about the demon, so okay. Okay, brothers and sisters, diagnosed with Alzheimer's, in a wheelchair, just shit in the bag. Here's his toilet paper right there. Ishmael's his toilet paper. Sick. He's his backup toilet paper. Sick. They're going. They'll be cast down in a minute. You're going to see it's going to happen suddenly, brothers and sisters. It's going to be a shock of the hour to you, too. Even the ones that have some familiarity with it. But those have none, it's going to be a total shock. And you got a few more events that will take place before you finally recognize it's truth. But you're going to get it. But we know what's done to you, so we ain't mad at you. But we're going to bring you around. Once we get your mind back, then we through. Once you get your mind back, then you have to decide whether you want to move forward or move backwards. If we move forward, we're ready for you. We move forward. But see, to get your mind back to you, because we can't blame you for what you're doing, what you have when your mind's, because you got the devil's mind. He forcing you, and we told you submit. So you is not responsible for that. But once you get your mind back, then you have to decide whether you want to stick with them, stick with us, or whatever you want to do. You have to get your mind back. That's part of the covenant. I don't know if it says there directly that, but we have to get your mind back. But we can't hold you responsible for a mind that you have that we told you to accept. But we're gonna get your mind back. And once you get it, it's up to you what you do with it. But you want to get it in a minute. But what's holding you back is about to be gone. Assalamu alaikum.